Listen carefully, Parasite. In 2026, a woman doesn't just leave for a void. She flows into a new resource dome, a secure environment provided by a fresh donor. When her biological instinct detects even a hairline fracture in your strength, the soil testing begins, the cold-blooded search and verification of a successor. While she is still sleeping in your bed, eating the food you paid for, and looking you in the eye, her radar is already scanning for your replacement. This isn't a relationship crisis or a rough patch. It is the betrayal instinct, an evolutionary survival strategy through mate switching. To her, you have become spent software, a lagging processor in an empire that stopped expanding. She smells your PTSD or your financial stagnation like the primal scent of carrion. While you are busy believing in her exhaustion or need for space, she is already authorizing a foreign code in her system. Her brain has physically stopped producing oxytocin for your scent. She is hunting for a new dopamine hit elsewhere, using your home as nothing more than a temporary transit station while she secures the next host. Look at the gritty details that the average loser, the victim without a vector, pathetically calls self-care. Notice the sudden, unexplained upgrade. She buys expensive lingerie you will never see, and she changes passwords that used to be shared as if you were a stranger. Her phone has become a black monolith, always lying face down, guarded like a high-security server. This is the information vacuum, the total blocking of data traffic from the current host. If she stays out late with friends and returns smelling of foreign perfume mixed with the metallic scent of lies, the deal is already closed. She is practicing a cold gaze on you to habituate her psyche to your absence. You will see her recoil or subtly straighten the sheets with a look of disgust after your touch. This is biological rejection, a hardware signal that the host is no longer fit for exploitation. She is already mentally living in the next house, using your resources to fund the transition. The most brutal stage is the provocation algorithm. To leave clean and preserve her social facade, she must frame you as the monster. She begins picking at the most microscopic trifles, the way you breathe, the way you set down a cup, or why you haven't conquered the world by Tuesday. This is the creation of a false alibi, shifting the moral responsibility for the breakup onto the victim. She deliberately drives you to the point of shouting, recording your reaction or memorizing it, just so she can later whisper to her successor, "He was so toxic, I was afraid of him." At this very moment, she is leaking your secrets, your vulnerabilities, and your private failures to the new unit, effectively devaluing everything you ever built together. To her, you are now just a stage prop about to be carried off during the scene change. If you start making excuses or trying to fix it, you have already lost. She is testing the soil to ensure her jump into someone else's arms is soft, comfortable, and fully subsidized by your remains.